Hey everyone, and welcome to today's video. Today I'm filming my first tag. It's tagged by V, the Viet Babe. She actually tagged my other channel that I had, which I didn't really post much on other than book hauls. But she tagged me in the big books tag, and I have some big books that I've read, and I'm going to share them with you. I didn't check every single book on my shelves for this tag, because that would have taken a while, but I kind of picked the ones that look the thickest. And if a book came from a large series, so like Harry Potter, I could have had multiple books from that series, but I chose to just pick one from that series, the longest. I'm going to share with you the 5 longest books that I've read and the 5 longest books on my shelves that I want to read. The ones that I want to read are the longer ones. So you can tell I love long books, but it's a commitment. It's a commitment that I have trouble making sometimes. And it's just heavy. Like this is heavy. The book that comes in at number 5 is Allegiant by Veronica Roth. With a whopping 526 pages, Allegiant is rather long. I didn't really go through all of the 500 ones, but here's a 500-page book. Coming in at number 4 is The Host by Stephenie Meyer, which is one of my all-time favorite books. It was awesome and rather quite long. After you get through the first 50 pages, it starts to blow your mind, but the first 50 pages are confusing as all hell. So, recommendation, just pull through and then you shall love it. Coming in at number 3 on this list is Breaking Dawn by Stephenie Meyer. 2 Stephenie Meyer books in one video. This one is actually the weirdest edition I've ever seen of this book that I happen to have. So basically my brother bought me this collection, all 4 books, and they're rather thin for the amount of pages. So my Twilight is the size of a 200-page book, and it's rather quite long, and this is the first, besides Harry Potter, but I read the first 3 Harry Potter first, and then waited a while, I think to the end of middle school, to read the rest of them. So this was the longest book series that I read when I was younger, and yeah, I was really proud of myself when I read them really fast, and yeah, I have no regrets and no shame. Coming in at number 2 is a recent favorite of mine. I adore this book, and you need to go read it, and I need to go read the rest of the series right now, but I need to go buy them, so that's gonna wait. It's Outlander, and it's 850 pages long, exactly 850. It's wonderful. This is the mass market, so it's rather thick, with tiny print, tiny. But I flew through this, and I absolutely adored it, and I actually intentionally slowed myself down while reading it because I didn't want it to end. Have you ever done that? Because I do it all the time, where I try not to read anymore. I'll be like, only 10 pages. I can only allow myself 10 pages. And then it's over, and you can't take it back. So you try and prolong the reading experience. But if you haven't read this, go watch it and read it. My recommendation, watch the pilot, and then you will need to read the book. It's what happened to me, and so glad that I did. Coming in at number 1 is Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. This is the longest of the Harry Potter series. The other books are actually longer in page length than some of these books, but I chose to only have one of each series because I didn't want this to be a whole Harry Potter video, though that would have been amazing. The Order of the Phoenix is 850 pages long and comes in at the longest Harry Potter book, which is rather amazing, and it's quite heavy. I have the new paperbacks as well, but they're in the box set, so that was difficult to try and take them out. So I just took out my old hardcover, which the spine is broken, because it's just so heavy, and you can't help it. but it's loved and it's rather fat. The TBR books, I have them in no particular order of length, but here we go. A lot of them happen to be fantasy. The first one is Grave Mercy by Robin Lefevre. Lefevre's? However you decide to pronounce that. And it is 566 pages, so not the longest book that I have on my TBR shelf, but it's one of them that I really want to read rather soon, but the size, it's not like that long, but I could read like so many of the shorter ones in that time frame. Someone just needs to force me to read it. The next book is Blood Song by Anthony Ryan. I recently got this at New York Comic Con for free. Technically not for free because I paid for a ticket, but you know, free things they hand out. This is 623 pages. I think this is a fantasy. I'm gonna assume it's a fantasy. And then we have The Lies of Locke Lamora by Scott Lynch. I've heard nothing but great things, and I just looked at how many pages it was. It is 722 pages long, which it seems like it's going to be shorter than that. I hope this is as amazing as everyone else says it is, and I can't wait to read it. This is the most massive book I think I own. This thing is like a weapon. The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. Like, I could chuck this at someone and they could be severely injured. It's not okay. This is definitely over 1,000 pages. We're gonna see together. This is 1,252 pages. I don't think you could probably read this without breaking the spine. It's so sad. Why would you do that? So yeah, The Way of Kings. That's just too big. And then our final book is a part of a massive series, and that is, this is A Dance with Dragons, part of the Song of Fire and Ice series. This TV show just messes me up, because I want to call it A Game of Thrones. And this is obviously by George R. R. Martin, the killer of all killers. This is 959 pages long, and it's rather long. I'm not sure if this is the longest of the series, and it's the last one that's out. I have all of them. I haven't read any of them. I've read like 200 pages of A Game of Thrones, so I need to get on that and finish it. But yes, it's gonna happen eventually. So that was the big book tag. So I'm going to tag Red from Little Red Reader, Kelly from Kelly's Book Spill, Sophia from Loving the Language of Literacy, and Unquenchable Readers. So if you have or have not done this tag, go ahead and do it. It's really fun and rather quite heavy. I hope you enjoyed this video, and yeah, if there are any other tags that you would like to see me or Rachel do, please let us know in the comments below, as well as like and subscribe, because that would mean a lot to us. Bye!